Well, everyone, the Xbox Series X has now been out for quite a bit of time now, and I wanted to do a little bit of a year-end review of this thing, just a small one. I've already done like 3 reviews of this thing this year, and I just kind of wanted to tell you guys, essentially, this thing is still completely worth buying. It's still a very, very good console, and although we haven't really gotten like big, major, successors of this thing just yet, at least for the X, it's still a very good console to pick up, and I still think it's completely worth buying for sure. Now, some things that have changed this year, I think the biggest thing that we've gotten as of late is probably Grand Theft Auto 6. There is going to be that successor to Grand Theft Auto coming out probably within the next year or so, and of course it is going to be supported on the Xbox Series X. So it's going to be a very big thing to kind of keep in mind. If you're wanting to play that next game, the next generation of game finally, you're going to be able to play it on this specific console, which is amazing. Now, I will tell you from the exterior, this console has aged very interestingly. I feel like I said before, I feel like Microsoft took a very interesting approach to this thing, very much like a gaming PC kind of approach to this specific console, and I think it still holds up well, but I do think that times are changing, and this console's design, although it is very minimalistic and it's kind of like timeless in a way, I think people are kind of like wanting a different type of design, or at least a smaller console or something like that. And I do think very soon there's going to be some sort of successor to this console very, very soon. But with this specific console, it still looks great. You're still getting things like that disc tray and that USB port in the front. The reason why I like the Series X is because of that disc tray. It is substantially more expensive than the Series S, but having that disc tray is so important in my opinion. And I love having that type of capability. And it's funny because with the PlayStation 5s now, the successor to the PS5 Slim or whatever, those ones actually have a detachable disc tray that you can add or detach. And it's funny because I feel like Microsoft may end up doing the exact same thing. And I feel like sooner than later, that's probably what's going to end up happening. Now, from everything that I've seen, there's still not like major complaints or major issues going on with these consoles right now. There were when they first came out, but since then it's kind of leveled out. And I'm trying to think of like other things or other major news that have happened. Of course, we've gotten a lot more games that have came out since then. But for the most part, I'm trying to think of like major issues or major groundbreaking news that have came out. The big thing that I actually like about the Series X now is that I can like walk into Walmart or walk into Best Buy or Target or whatever and see these things just sitting there. And it's been like that for a little bit of time now, but I still feel like I'm not used to like walking inside of a store and seeing these consoles just sitting there and nobody scalping them and nobody like trying to resell them because they're just available all over the place. So I think that's an amazing thing that these consoles basically have, this type of capability that we can actually go through and pick these consoles up whenever we want to. Now the holidays are coming up. So if you're wanting to buy this thing for the holidays, you might want to get, ahead of the game, and you might want to go ahead and actually buy these consoles beforehand. So just in case something happens, you have this type of capability before, which is really, really important. But regardless, I think this is a very good console still to pick up, and it holds up very well against all the competitors. If you're inside of the Microsoft ecosystem already and you play a lot of Xbox games, you might as well go and buy this thing because this is the best console. And even if Microsoft next month or tomorrow, comes out with the next successor, it's not like this console is going to be outdated. Most probably all your games that are going to be coming out for the next 10 years are going to be supported on this thing, even probably more than 10 years. I said this back in 2020, but I feel like the overlap between Xbox One and Xbox Series is probably going to be much longer than the previous ones. And it's probably, so far, it's kind of been the case. That's kind of what's happened so far. So that is pretty much how I feel about the Xbox Series X in the later part of 2023. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.